this is a difficult position group to rank for a simple fact that is Christian McCaffrey going to be 100% to start off the season?
Well, I think you have to factor in his injury history and age into this ranking. Like, we don't know, but I mean, it's him. They traded Jordan Mason. Garendo has injury history, and you have a rookie. So I don't think that's necessarily the most solid running back group. Like
this is
Kyron Williams right now is like kind of in his prime. I mean, he was among the league leaders in touchdowns and first downs last year.
100%. And then they got Blake Corum behind him.
Yeah.
Blake Corum behind him. So it's like that's a pretty good duo. That is 100% a pretty good duo.
I think Kyron Williams is like a top 5 running back. At least he produces like it. He's so good.
But he'll get injured for like 5 games and then still have 1,000 yards.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad if you put the Rams at 1 if we're just ranking the top guy.
Yeah.
But the reason why I would lean towards
because the Cardinals go too deep, right? Well, so do the Seahawks.
Yeah. Well, no, we haven't gone too deep yet, but I believe this year we will. And last year we drafted Trey Benson from
Benson.
And he's a really interesting prospect. I look at him as like a faster version of James Conner. And James Conner and Kyron Williams, when you look at their production, they're really like super close, right next to each other. So it's just like, who do you like?
James Conner's good.
Yeah, 100%. He's underrated. Like, I don't know why people underrate him so much, but obviously 49ers fans know about James Conner.
Talanoa fucking knows about him.
Exactly. 49ers fans know about James Conner, but it just depends. Do you like Blake Corum more as a second running back or Trey Benson as a second running back? And
honestly, you know who I like as a second running back? Zach Charbonnet.
Zach Charbonnet is a good second running back.
UCLA, baby. And I think Kenneth Walker is good. He hasn't really been able to show it yet, but I feel like if you put him with a good offensive coordinator, it's gonna. But I'm just a truther. I'm a Ken Walker truther.
Yeah. Oh, you went to UCLA? Is that your?
I did. I did. Yeah.
Okay. Zach Charbonnet is good, but like, he's not like. He doesn't have the potential of those guys, in my opinion.
Well, I like him because he's actually a solid receiver. For his size, but yeah, he's not super explosive.
100%.
No, like he had to leave Michigan because Blake Corum was there.
Yeah, he forced him out. I like Zach Charbonnet though. He's a strong runner, big guy. He thrashed the Cardinals last year, so I can't say that he sucks. In terms of depth in the division,
that's the thing about the Cardinals. Cardinals beat the Niners twice last year, but the Seahawks beat the Cardinals twice last year, right?
Did. Yeah, they thrashed us. Bro. So I can't really talk too much trash on the Seahawks, unfortunately.
It's a solid freaking franchise, man.
It is.
They're kind of like the opposite of the Cardinals. They have their shit together.
They do, but I'm hoping that the Cardinals are going to turn it around. I actually believe
they went from a 3-win team to an 8-win team, and one. I mean, like they've been making strides under Jonathan Gannon, right?
Yeah, 100%. We went from 4 wins to 8 wins.
4 wins to 8 wins to 12 wins this year. Clearly,
100%.
Hell yeah.
100%.
All right. So we got Rams first. Cardinals first at running back.
I'm going Cardinals first just because I like the idea of Trey Benson and James Conner more than I like the idea of Kyron Williams and Blake Corum.
I was kind of underwhelmed by Blake Corum in the NFL. I felt like he looked way better in college.
Yeah, he looks less explosive.
But he's a rookie. We'll give him one more year.
Yeah, 100%.
And yeah, it's hard to put the Niners up there with like the question marks with the top 2 guys plus a rookie after that.
If
they have the potential to be number 1.
If Christian McCaffrey
and the potential to be number 4.
Yeah, 100%. If he plays, number 1. If they don't play, if he doesn't play and he's not healthy, then they're last. Like, I swear to God, I'm not being biased. I swear on your life, 49ers fans, I'm not being biased.
Being as biased as Niner fans are about their team. All right. I guess I'm just not super confident about the Christian McCaffrey experience at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to wide receiver.
Okay.
Wide receiver. So Cardinals got Marvin Harrison.
Yeah.
They got Michael. I think the Niners think he's good.
He is good. He just hasn't been able to show it. I'm going to be as least biased as possible here. And then they have Greg Dortch.
Zay Jones?
Greg Dortch.
Greg Dortch.
And Zay Jones. Greg Dortch is like
he's quick.
Yeah, he's like a gadget guy.
Yeah.
Fast. You pass the ball, he'll get like 50 yards, off of that.
I feel like it's a solid group. I mean, with
It's a
Kyler,
group
he's not
of
going to
them.
throw over the middle that much anyway. But like,
Yeah,
they're two guys on the outside that could take you deep.
it's very boom or bust group. Like
Yeah,
depending on what Marvin Harrison does. Like the thing about the Cardinals is they're very like their team is very based on potential. Like
yeah,
it's not like you have to see it. Like Marvin Harrison, he had 800 yards last year. He had 8 TDs. Michael Wilson is a guy who coming out and what he's been able to show when he actually gets targets, he's able to catch anything that comes towards him. Greg Dortch is potentially one of the shiftiest guys in the NFL. Zay Jones missed the entirety of last year. But in terms of ranking them,
Prize Picks will give you $50 when you play your first $5 lineup. Win or lose, you'll get $50 for playing. Use promo code Cohn, COHN, and download the app now.
what the rest of
It's
the
one is
division,
the Rams again. Puka Nacua is like
yeah,
23.
100%. Puka
Plus they
Nacua,
got Devontae
Devontae
Adams.
Adams,
Yeah,
like
that's one.
that has a chance to be the best like duo in the NFL.
Cardinals could be too if Marvin Harrison Jr. takes a step
Yeah,
because
100%.
Cooper Kupp and
JSN, like
JSN is
there's not
like,
enough size there. I don't think like to
and
actually like
until Ayuk comes back or Ricky Pearsall like establishes himself, it's hard to say the Niners are better than the Cardinals at wide receiver.
I wouldn't say that they are. That's why I don't get it. Like I don't get it. Like I don't get it. I would put the Cardinals and the Seahawks at 2A, 2B just for the simple fact that JSN has shown it and
Yep.
Marvin Harrison is Marvin Harrison Jr. Like he was drafted number 4 for a reason. Like there was a reason.
Yeah, who would you rather have, JSN or Juwan?
As a Cardinals fan?
Yeah, who's a better player?
I mean JSN is better.
Yeah,
100%.
he's more explosive.
Yeah, he's better. 100%. Juwan Jennings, I like Juwan Jennings, but it's like I
He's a
think what
2.
we've seen from Juwan, that's
Yeah.
what he is. Like he's not better than that. He's not worse than that. Like we've seen
He'd be a great number 2 to Brandon Ayuk if Brandon Ayuk could be the number 1 again. But I don't know.
100%.
I wouldn't expect him to be that guy in 2025, maybe in 2026.
Yeah, 100%. Like I don't get it. Like I don't see Brandon Ayuk coming back and being like this explosive, dynamic playmaker, especially a year off of coming from the ACL tear. Like maybe he has a Adrian Peterson year and he comes back mid October and he goes for 700 yards through 7 weeks, 100 yards a game. But I don't see that happening.
He might buy another Lambo though. I hope he does. I'm rooting for him. Okay, let's go tight end.
Okay. I'll give it to George Kittle, all pro George Kittle, just for the simple fact that he got into the end zone more. So
He did. Trey McBride's got to get in the end zone, but maybe Kyler's got to look at him.
But for 2025, it's probably Trey McBride. If we're ranking it,
yeah, but you're not counting Luke Farrell and Ross Dwelly. It's a whole group.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. The thing about Kittle that I'm a little worried about is injuries. You're going to be 32. You just got a bunch of guaranteed money. Like, are you going to play 15, 16 games this year? Or what's up?
That's the thing throughout their entire roster. Like, their entire roster is just very injury riddled. Like, guys that are injured, guys that are old, guys that are unproven. Like, that's the entire 49ers roster.
Yeah. But still, it's like this would be 1A, 1B in terms of the Niners and Cardinals at tight
100%.
end. And then the Seahawks and Rams have like rookies and nobodies. Yeah.
Tyler Higbee,
Noah Fant, rookies.
Yeah, and then it's you could put them at 3 and 4. It won't matter because like their tight ends are not really that good, to be honest.
Yeah, but yeah, moving forward, I mean Trey McBride's like a full 6 years younger than George Kittle.
And
what does Trey McBride do best? Because Niner fans don't know shit about the Cardinals.
He's a great yak guy, but he's also like somebody you could just throw it up to, contested catch.
Okay.
Like I expect him to get a lot more targets in the red zone this season because he can go on top of a guy's head and just pluck the ball 50-50, especially if it's on the linebacker or smaller safety. Like he'll bully guys. Yak ability, like young George Kittle, he'll jump over guys. He's stiff arming guys. He's good in the run game. Like there's nothing that he's not good at. Like he's honestly like looking to be like one of the next great tight ends in the NFL.
He's one of your better draft picks in the last few years.
Yeah, he is. And that's the Steve Keim draft pick.
Was he a basketball player? Like, what's his story? Where did he go to school? Colorado
He
State, second round pick.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, Colorado State. I think he played basketball in in high school, but
Okay.
yeah, he was just in Colorado State. A guy that was I think he was in that same draft as Sam Laporta. He didn't play
Oh,
his
okay.
first year because we had Travis Kelce, but that was a guy that I really liked coming out in the draft. I said Travis Kelce. I meant Zach Ertz.
I was like, who?